Welcome to the broadcast. Before her death in 1997, Great Britain's Princess Diana brought attention to an issue having deadly consequences around the globe: landmines littering the landscapes of countries at war. Images of her touring a minefield in Angola were seen worldwide. It put a spotlight on a new organization dedicated to dismantling buried bombs and preventing them from inflicting injuries to people, especially children. The group was called the Halo Trust, and since its formation, it has helped cut the number of landmine victims in half. In May, Princess Diana's son, Prince Harry, will arrive here in Washington to follow through on her mission. He'll attend a special anniversary event honoring the work of the Halo Trust, where he has become a patron. Prince Harry served in the military in Afghanistan, the country with the most landmines in the world. The nation with the second most landmines is Colombia. America's Now correspondent Michelle Begue was granted permission to accompany the Halo Trust as it conducts work there. She gives us a glimpse of what it's like to remove those deadly mines.
In the Colombian province of Antioquia, a small group of men and women prepare to face a silent enemy. Armed with their F3 mine lab detectors, these Colombians will be the first civilians to tackle demining in Latin America. For almost 2 months, they undergo rigorous training to get ready for the difficult and dangerous task.
Pero entonces, cuando encuentren un elemento de este tipo, van a tener mucho cuidado porque al dejarlo caer a esta altura, es muy probable que explote. Si se me llega a accionar, si me llega a explotar en la mano, lo más probable es que pierda 3, 4 dedos.
Jason Villamil trains these civilians to recognize their enemy: landmines. He works for Halo Trust, a British and United States-based not-for-profit organization that specializes in the removal of hazardous debris left behind from wars all over the world.
En este caso aquí voy a pasar para que lo vayan viendo, el contenedor y el explosivo. Lo que tenemos ahí es plastilina que recrea la manera no uniforme como se va a ver el explosivo. Y van a ver tornillos, pueden haber, ¿qué más puede ser? Grapas, ¿qué más? ¿Usted qué era? ¿Qué más le echan? Alambre, púas incluso. ¿Cómo? Vidrio picado. Y lo que buscan es que una vez active ese explosivo, impulse todos esos elementos y los convierta en fragmentos para que el daño sea adicional.
For the past 2 years, Halo Trust has started work in Colombia, a country with a 50-year-old armed conflict. Mines have historically been used strategically by armed groups to prevent movement and protect bases. Daniela Vila Camacho, director of the Presidential Program of Anti-Personnel Mines, says the effects of this warfare strategy have been devastating.
For the last 22 years, we have more than 10,000 victims that have fallen to landmines, in which 40% are from civilian communities and 60% are members of the armed forces.
Destroying mines during an armed conflict has proved to be a challenge, although the Ministry of Defense, in charge of these efforts so far, had some victories.
Last year, we were able to announce that 2 municipios, such as San Carlos in Antioquia and El Dorado in Meta, were declared as anti-personnel landmine free from anti-personnel landmines.
And in December of 2010, a law was passed in Colombia which permits civilian organizations to undertake mine clearance, known simply as demining. The latest in metal detector technology is used by each worker to scan the area. But first, they must carefully clean debris and vegetation that may have grown over the landmine. If there is a sign of metal, the area is marked and a meticulous excavation begins around it. The process is slow as to not put pressure and activate the potential mine. As the detector is sensitive, sometimes it could just be a scrap of metal. But if the worker finds a mine, a supervisor is quickly called to verify. Trained professionals are then in charge of disposing of the mine with a water disruptor that neutralizes the explosive.
Pero lo que causa la disrupción es la fuerza con que sale el agua. Sale en un chorro que cuando encuentra la barrera se abre, la golpea y salen todos los elementos.
For the training session, the workers are shown how the deactivation works.
Fuego en el área, fuego en el área.
The water has broken through the glass and deactivated the mine.
Entonces esto lo abrió, estaba totalmente armada con jeringa, la jeringa no está, entonces ya no hay sistema de activación. Entonces ya en este momento esto no es una mina, sino un contenedor con explosivo.
While civilian demining has been used for decades all around the world, for Colombians, this was a foreign concept.